What is up? Welcome into Driving the Nightline. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show for you today. My man, Big Prince of Picks. What is good, bro? You doing all right?
What's up, man? Yes, sir. Doing well, doing great. Shout out to the crew, man. Happy to be back on again. And yeah, man, we got a big slate of NBA games tonight, so I had to come on here, give a few picks for that, and then of course we got the MLS playoffs tonight, starting tonight. So hyped. Good night of sports tonight for sure.
It is, man, no doubt. Hey, and I'll tell you what else it is. You know what it's good for today? A Sonic strawberry lemonade. There we go. It's
Is
going
that?
to be a Sonic day today.
Oh, where'd you get that from?
Yep. Dude, I got it at Dollar General.
No
They're
shit.
$1.25. You can get a pack of like 6 of them.
Oh man, now I got to go on the hunt for those.
Bro, I bought 5 boxes. I'm
Oh
sick.
shit.
That's been $5.64. We got drinks for life. All right.
Right.
We also got picks for life. So look, I'm gonna throw it over to you first, my man. Go ahead, hit lead off, big dog.
Okay. All right, sounds good, guys. Yep. So, like I said, NBA tonight, major slate of games here. We're going to cover a few of them. So, first up, 7:30 p.m. Eastern tip. We got the Celtics at the Knicks. I like the game total here, over 229.5. These are two run and gun up tempo teams here. I think getting over 229.5 is a very attainable number here. So, I'm all over that one. Next up, we got another 7:30 p.m. Eastern tip where the Cavs are going to be taking on the Brooklyn Nets, the lowly Nets here. I like Cleveland first half team total over 58.5. You get that about minus 115. The Nets, they gave up 77 points to Charlotte in the first half of their last game. This Brooklyn team is just an absolute disaster. I think they're going to be the worst team in the league, but I'm a little worried about the full game here. If there's a blowout potential, you might see some guys sit in the fourth quarter for the Cavs. So I'm worried about full game spreads and totals, but first half over 58.5, absolutely love that one. Next up, 8 p.m. Eastern tip. The Detroit Pistons, Detroit basketball, taking on the Houston Rockets. I'm on the Pistons team total here, under 110.5. Rockets, top three defensive team at home last season. They held the Thunder just 104 points in regulation in the last game, which we actually would have won that bet had that not gone to overtime, but that's neither here nor there. We'll move on from that. But the Pistons here, they struggled to score in Chicago in their first game. Chicago getting under 110.5 here with the Pistons team that going up against a tough Houston defense. I think that's a really good play in this one. Next up, we got another 8 p.m. Eastern tip where the Spurs are going to be taking on the New Orleans Pelicans. I think Victor Wembanyama goes off tonight. I like him at 28 plus points at minus 120. New Orleans, they have no interior defense whatsoever. I think Wemby could have a monster night tonight. I do worry about the rebounding side of things because Zion is somewhat of a good rebounder at times. So I'll stay away from the boards. I'll stay away from any combos. But 28 points at minus 120, I have no choice but to play that. And then another play here that I like here, I added right before we came on the show here. My money line dog of the night, Portland Trailblazers, money line plus 105, taking on the Golden State Warriors. Warriors coming off of a back-to-back here. You don't know who's going to play. Curry, Butler, Draymond Green, any one of them could sit out tonight. Maybe a combination of them could sit out tonight. But even if they play, I just think this is a good spot for Portland. Portland, with everything going on with Chauncey Billups and the whole, betting scandal and all that, I think this Portland team is just going to be ready to play. They're going to be ready to go. I think they're going to be fully motivated in this one. And I just think this is a great spot, a good pick-me-up spot here for Portland. So I'm going to take a stab at it. Portland, money line plus 105. And then finally here, we're going to go to the soccer field here, the pitch, MLS playoffs starting tonight. We got a doozy. Nashville taking on Inter Miami. Messi and friends. I'm going with BTTS and no draw in this one at minus 120. Surprisingly, this has actually hit in 5 straight head-to-head between these two sides and 9 of the last 11 head-to-head between Nashville and Inter Miami. So this is a play that has hit frequently. And I think in a playoff situation here, if the game ends in a draw, they're going to go to shootout, right? So I don't think either team really wants to go to a shootout. If you ask players, generally they don't like shootouts because it's kind of a coin flip at that point. You'd rather decide the game in regulation. So I think if it's close, I think if it's tied, last 10 minutes, 5 minutes, you might see both sides just really aggressively go for it and try to get the win here. So I like that play. BTTS no draw. And then finally, this play I kind of came across randomly. I was looking for another play, but I came across this one. And I like this one a lot. You can get it on Bet Rivers. It's the only book that I found it on. So if you have Bet Rivers, you should be able to find it. any shot to hit the woodwork, which means any shot to hit the post, right, by any team at any point in the game. So whether it goes in, whether it goes out, doesn't matter. As long as a shot hits the post at some point, you win this bet. And when you got the team like Miami, you got a team like Nashville. Messi, he likes to shoot a lot from outside of the box. So, and same thing with Nashville. They got a guy, Hani Mukhtar, who's one of the better offensive players in the league. Same thing for him. He takes a lot of shots outside the box. So, I just think you get a deflection, random things can happen. Just one little shot off the post, and the ball hits the post, and you win the bet. So that's a fun little quirky bet. I thought I'd add on here at the end here for all of us here and see if we can't hit that one.
Buddy, first off, great job. Great picks. And yeah, dude, to say the chat, Matty Boy said it. Our man Prince knows how to give a take. Absolutely. Bro, that's why he hits leadoff every time. Now, I jumped in because I did not know that this was a bet.
No.
We could bet on if it just hits a post.
Yes. So I searched every book.
All right, real quick. I don't interrupt you. I want to hear all this. But what I want to know is I don't have to know a damn thing except betting to hit a post.
That's it. It hits a post, you win.
Please continue, sir. You have my full attention.
It had my full attention when I saw it. I said, wow, I didn't know this existed. Because I'm searching through all my books. I was actually looking for cards. I was looking for a play on cards. I think there's going to be a lot of cards in this game because there's familiarity with these teams. They're rivals. So I think you might see some yellow cards, maybe even a red card in this one. So in the process of looking for that, I came across this when I was on Bet Rivers. And I just found it. I said, wow, any shot to hit the woodwork. I didn't even know that was a thing. So you could also bet for one team, like a particular team. Like, for example, Miami, you could say Miami to hit the woodwork, Nashville to hit the woodwork, or anyone to hit the woodwork. But yeah, I think it's a really interesting bet. It's a cool bet. Like you said, you don't have to know anything about soccer. You don't have to know anything about sports. You just get a random ball, hit the post, you win the bet. So I think that's a really interesting, kind of fun little bet there.
That's one of the greatest bets I've ever seen in my life. And I've been around this game for a bit.
Yeah.
Let me just say, this bet is going to be appearing on every show ever.
Yes, and I think I'm going to be playing it going forward on every soccer bet. Yeah, Bet Rivers. Bet Rivers was I'm here in Illinois. I have about 8 books that I have access to here. Just in terms of the regular books, not offshore books. But and in all 8 of those, this was the only book that I found this play on. So it was Bet Rivers for me here in Illinois.
All right, here's a question, and I don't know a damn thing. But does a corner hitting the outside of the post count?
So the way it's worded, my opinion, if the ball hits the post, you win the bet. Whether it's a corner, whether it's a back pass, and maybe someone mistraps it, hits the post. Like the way I interpreted the way that it's worded is if the ball hits the post during regulation of play, you win the bet. Now I'll find out for sure if something happens and we lose the bet because it wasn't a shot, then I'll know. But this is the first time I've ever played it. But the way that it's worded, the way that I'm interpreting it is that if it hits the post, regardless of how it hits the post, we should win the bet. But that's a good question. We'll find out.
Well, I know what I'm doing this weekend, and I'm researching teams in every league of every sport ever that hit the post.
Yeah,
I love it. That's a fun bet.
It is. It's a really fun one. Yeah. So yeah, definitely had to throw that on here. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, it's my first time playing it, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I like it. Now another one.
Yeah.
Matt, dude, fading the Warriors 3 games in a row.
Look,
about this life, boy.
I know. You know what? I don't know, man. I'm off on the Warriors, but I mean, normally tonight I would be on them, but I just think with everything going on with Portland, I mean, typically when and I was saying to you before the show, like, I don't want to call it tragic magic, but it's similar to that because, whenever you have controversy around, your head coach and, things happen unexpectedly and
everybody focuses. Yeah.
Everybody focuses, right? There's a lot of drama and like the players zone in, they lock in, they're like, all right, man, let's, we don't want them looking at us thinking that we're giving unders. No. We go ball out. We go big sure.
I'm not here. You didn't see me.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
100%. You know what I mean? So it's more about that,
Wait, is Portland at home or on the road?
Portland's at home.
Okay.
Portland's at home. Warriors on a back-to-back.
There we go. Okay. I love it, man. Great job, buddy. Great job.
Thanks.
Indeed.
Thanks.
Yeah. All right. So you said woodwork. All right. Now, real quick, have you ever seen a woodcock, the bird? Yes, I understand the name. It's funny.
Yes.
Woodcock, the bird.
Yeah.
So they're funny because when you said woodwork, it made me think of it. And I saw a video. If you've ever seen these birds, okay, I don't know why they do it, but they dance. And they're dancing all the time. Dude, they're the craziest little birds of all time. They're hilarious. So, anyways,
I gotta YouTube it.
yeah, check them out. Woodcocks, dude. They're hilarious. They're the funniest little birds. You can put like salsa music, dude. And they're just bouncing.
That's awesome.
Oh, dude, it made me think of it. They're funny. Pugs, what's up, bro? What's up, man? Real quick. Oh, yeah. Showing Cal some love with that photo, AB. Love it. Absolutely, man. Yep. Little Cal Turner action right there, boy. That is a wealthy family. If you ever check out Cal Turner, check them out. They own, Dollar General and everything else across the planet. Yeah. All right. So great job, man. Let me see. Do we have anything else? Questions that were in the chat. Oh, we got some basketball stuff going on. Z-Money. Number 1, Purdue visits number 9, Kentucky tonight, too. Rupp is going to be crazy. Sold out show. $330 a ticket. Ooh. It's Rupp Arena, man. I'll tell you what. That's a cool place, dude. Lexington. Have you ever been to Lexington, Kentucky?
I haven't, but I've seen on I've seen the Kentucky games, their home games. That place looks incredibly lit, insane. That environment's going to be off the chain for sure. So good luck to Purdue. I know they're number 1 in the country, but that's a tough ask. That's a tough ask.
they take basketball seriously. Kentucky's beautiful, though. If anybody's never been to Lexington, Kentucky, it's beautiful, dude. Beautiful, great campus. Big Scotty, what's up, boy? Good to see you. Hey, and I tried to find out on YouTube about the names and stuff. It's obviously not just this show. It's like across the board. So I don't know when they're going to get that all fixed up. Okay, so, all right, great job. All right, I have two that I want to add. Do we like it or not? All right, here we go. All right, first, Mookie Betts. All right, so Mookie Betts, very team-oriented guy. Great teammate. Also, clearly a very focused player, has his own goals. Well, this year, when the season started terribly for him, about midway through the year, a reporter asked him, just casually, right, said, well, I know that you're a big, personal goal-setting guy, and, with injuries and all this stuff, you're probably not going to be able to hit your goals. Speaking respectfully, right? And Mookie laughed and was like, that's funny that you say that. He was like, I was actually just looking at it, and he goes, there's nothing I can do now except be the best damn teammate I can be. And that's Mookie Betts. That's him, man. Like, he's an absolute teammate. And when it is absolutely mattering the most, I love Shohei. I love all of them. But Mookie Betts he's the straw that stirs the drink. He really is. I'm going to take him over 1.5 hits, 100 RBIs, especially getting sandwiched in between Shohei and Freddie Freeman. Nice. You're going to have opportunities at hits. You're going to have opportunities at runs, opportunities at RBIs. Yeah, I'll roll with it. Now, here's the second one. All right, and I'm going to throw this to you, Prince. Let me ask you. So we were talking right before we went on, and with the start of any season, we're all figuring out together, right? Like
right.
Same thing that the coaches are. They don't know. No one knows their teams yet, right? Like, we're all doing this together. But I'm kind of getting on this rebounds kick, and I want to test this out, and I want to test it out with a guard, because here's my thought process. There are a ton of threes across the league that are getting shot up right now, and there are a ton of them that are not going in. But when you have threes and you go to rebound a three, generally, the further you go back, the more bounce you're going to have right off the rim. Anybody that's played guard knows. Somebody fires a three, that's my rebound, because you're coming out near the key, baby. So, Brad said, AB looking for a rebound. Yes. Jordan Jefferson won't date me. Jordan. But I want to test it out here. I want to test it with a guard. I want to look at the rebounds, and I want to look at rebounds specifically with the guards. And Jalen Brunson is a guy who's going to have high minutes out on the floor and is a commander on the court, meaning he participates in offense, like all of it. I'm not saying anybody does it. I'm just saying he busts his ass out there. And you know who else is really good at rebounds? Like, betting-wise, historically? Steph Curry. Gets a ton of boards off those threes that, boom, hit the back of the rim and fly back.
Yep.
Curry racks those.
Yep.
I want to take a shot at Brunson tonight. Now, if anybody, and it doesn't have to be a guard, but if anybody is hitting on rebound props or assists or anything like that, let me know.
So if yeah,
AB looks like he's a dog on the board. Hey, Windex, baby. We cleaning glass. I remember back in high school, if you could dunk, that was like the biggest thing ever. It was before everybody could dunk.
right.
You know,
Oh yeah.
you remember that time? Yeah, you remember that time when it was like,
Yeah.
oh, dude, he dunked.
Yeah. You were all state if you could dunk. Like it was
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't it wasn't a common thing back then.
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you this. I played basketball against a dude named King Dunlap. He played at Brentwood Academy. The same time, remember Brandon Wright that played at North Carolina?
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Wright, and you could look this up. Brandon Wright and King Dunlap both played on the same high school team at Brentwood Academy, right down the street from Brad. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. Bro, King Dunlap went on to play like 11 years O-line for the Eagles. And then Brandon Wright. And I tried to I went after Dunlap. I wanted a piece of him. He was like, get off me, bro.
Oh,
boom. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, if I can comment on your Jalen Brunson pick real quick. I like it for a few reasons. One, Brunson's one of the better rebounding guards in the league, just right off the top. So you're always in an advantageous position when you're betting his rebounds. But not only that, but you look at Celtics point guards, Peyton Pritchard, Sam Hauser comes in, he's more of a two guard. But I mean, you just look at they really don't have any physicality at the guard position on the Celtics. And the other reason too is Celtics shoot a lot of threes. They shoot more threes than any team in the league. So to your point, all those long rebounds, they got to go to somebody. I think Jalen Brunson is in a prime position to get a lot of those long rebounds and what could be a up tempo, high paced, a lot of volume of shots in the game. So I think long rebounds could definitely be in play here for both teams really. But yeah, Brunson 3.5. That's a great play.
Yeah, it's great information, by the way, and it's an attainable number. Looking at guys like who's I'm losing his name, Karl Anthony Towns. His rebound, like obviously he's going to get more rebounds, but his numbers at like 11.5, right? It's like, is he going to get the minutes? Like that's what worries me with it. With Brunson, you're going to get minutes, and 3.5 is a very attainable number. And let me say too, you know what the beautiful part about rebounds is? Rebounds happen for both teams. You can get your own rebound, you can get another team's rebound. Assists, you can only do it offensively. Rebounds, you get it on both sides 4 times. So, yeah.
Yep, definitely.
But we'll see. He might have 0. We're going to find out, though.
Yeah, we're playing the odds here, right?
Yeah. Scotty Barnes, one of my favorite personalities. Yeah, dude. Scotty Barnes played at Villanova, right?
I can't remember.
I think it was Nova. That dude used to. I remember watching him in college, and this dude would get fast breaks every time.
Man, great transition player.
And
great.
Oh my God, it was unbelievable. But it was funny because he would go so fast that it was too fast for him. Like you could see it, he'd have to adjust and like lay up quick because he's like, "Whoa, I didn't realize I had that go." You could see it in real time. You're like, "Oh, this guy's gonna be like, he's getting better."
Yeah, no, he still is. I mean,
Florida State. I was thinking of what's his name?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, I'm pretty sure.
What was his name? Scotty Reynolds. Scotty Reynolds. That's who it was. Sorry, I was thinking. Yeah, Barnes. Yeah. My bad. Florida State on that. Yeah. Scotty Reynolds. That's who it was. Oh, dude, that dude was awesome. He reminded me of like Derrick Rose at times, like with Pete. And I know you're a D Rose guy, right?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, tragic.
I know. And like I and that's why I hate to bring it up, but I bring it up positively. Like when D Rose was in his prime, oh man.
Dude,
he was awesome. You know what I mean?
Man, that was the closest thing to Jordan because I was here during the Jordan years too, and now it's just I mean the hype, man. It was unbelievable. Yeah. Great times, a great 3-year little burst there that we had. That was we were championship contenders, and Rose was an MVP, and
he was the MVP. That's right.
One fall, and boom, it just all came crashing down. We've been trying to get back ever since.
Such is life.
Such is life.
Yeah, Scotty Reynolds. I know, dude. I haven't thought about that name in a minute. Rose, Boozer, Dang, Noah. Oh,
yes.
Okay, we used to play. I think we talked about this. We used to play. Me and my roommate in college. We would play like NBA Live, 2K, any of them, right? That's back when both of them were going at the same
Right.
time. And dude, we'd always run with the Nuggets, right? When they had Melo and Nene and like all the
Wilson Chandler,
Chauncey.
yeah. Kenneth Reed,
Yeah.
the Manimal, yeah.
Brad, AB, if you're an animal, not human, what would you be? A honey badger.
What a question.
I would be the one the elephant kicks 40 yards. You're like, there's no way he's coming right back after him. And then gets punted again. I love those little guys. I'll tell you who else I love are raccoons. And let me tell you, I don't know if you guys live around raccoons or not, but raccoons are the state animal in the state of Tennessee. The Tennessee Titans, their mascot is a raccoon. I was a raccoon. All right. We get them all the time. And let me say, raccoons choose anarchy all the time. They're always into mischief. They're hilarious.
They are the most rebellious wild animal out there.
And it's always something to like get a cookie. Trash pandas, dude. Like it's so innocent, you know, they're trying to like steal a slice of cake. You know, it's a Disney cartoon. Oh my God. I love it, man. AB, we got to cook up a tight end slip for Nat. Oh, I'm so glad you said that. All right, we got to do that. We've got to get the graphic for the field goal, which, by the way, again, I mean, just absolutely smashing. Patty, and then they're sweet as shit and we'll eat it. I know, like raccoons are crazy. Dude, they're funny, though. They make me laugh. They look like little robbers with their little masks.
Yeah, cute little things, but man, they are mischievous.
Oh, don't go near them because they're not afraid of you.
Yeah, no.
Dude, I'll say this and we'll jump out of here. Jared, Alperin Sengun. Sengun. Thank you. Over. I was gonna just hand it to you.
Yeah, no, I like to see you try first. No,
yeah, over 36.5 points, rebounds, and assists, 57 in the first game. I don't see him being stopped tonight either. There we go. Japan AB3 tomorrow. Yes. Hey, and you know what? We said we're gonna bring it back. We'll bring it back consistently for sure. Yes. Yeah, no doubt. That's what I was gonna say. Another animal. Yeah. Are you ever around skunks?
Yes.
Skunks are awesome. Weirdly enough, I know obviously they have the smell issue, right? But have you ever been around one when they're about to spray or spraying?
Never.
Have you ever seen it?
No.
So YouTube it sometime. Like if you get bored, so skunks will give you warnings, like multiple. They'll let you know. They're like, gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. You know, and the way that they do it is they'll dig their claws in the ground. Okay, they're standing just in front of you. And they start moonwalking backwards. They'll just scoot backwards fast as hell. And then they'll come up and they'll start doing it again. They'll do that like 5 times. And that's their warning sign. So if you ever see a skunk moonwalking, run. But they're actually like, they're very adorable animals. Like if you've ever been around, like they're skittish of humans, but like they won't, come up and like bite you or, anything like that. Like skunks are cool, man.
Yeah, they're probably more scared of us than we are.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Now the spray is horrific. Like, Tina, my dog got sprayed a few. It's the worst. It's the freaking worst. Now, you know who are homies? Possums. You have possums around you?
No, those I don't.
Hawk said, hey, this is the best comment of the day. Shit, I'm skittish of humans. Absolutely. Humans are psychopaths. No, possums. Possums are homies, dude. If you have a possum in your yard, you know what you don't have? Any other problems. None. If you have a possum in your yard, that's all you got is a possum. Because he's killing everything with brutal efficiency. And you won't see any of it. There won't be scraps. He'll clean up after himself, and he'll leave early in the morning. Dude, if you see a possum, they're homies. Like, they're on our side. They're like, oh, I'm sorry. you have some raccoons and there's a mouse over here and a snake that you probably didn't see in the yard. I'm going to go ahead and kill all that for you, and then I'll leave.
That's incredible.
Dude, possums are homies,
Who
bro.
knew? Who knew? Now I know.
Yep. See?
I won't shoo him away next time if I ever see one.
No. Hey,
no. You're welcome. Just hang around a little bit.
Yeah. And they take care of ticks, too. I'm telling you. Now, this is another one. Possums are immune to rattlesnake bites. Dude, it's a shame. Let me say this. It's an absolute shame that they look like a saw blade and a rat. They look horrible.
Yeah,
possums are one of the ugliest animals that's ever existed.
Yep.
I hate that for them because they're homies. Like they're good. You don't want too many around, but you never really see two though. You know?
Just one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Yep. See, can't carry rabies either. Possums are homies, dude. If you see one, he won't mess with you at all. They don't mess with won't bother you.
We'll do some research on possums. I'm learning.
Welcome to Tennessee, right? Like we have all of these in just space, right? But once you kind of understand them and what they're doing, some of them are you're like, oh, dude, possum.
Well, I just love the fact that they play dead. I think that's the most coolest thing.
I know.
Ever. That's just so cool.
Yeah.
How do they know when to get back up?
I know.
Okay, coast is clear. I can how long do they stay there?
It's funny that you said that. So I saw a video of these people had one of those big Halloween things on the front porch that and it on the Ring camera a possum played dead. Right, they had a bowl of candy and it was taking the candy, and then the thing went, and it played dead. And then they showed the next night they had the bowl of candy, and a raccoon came, and the thing went down to do that, and the raccoon jumped and just started ripping its face. And I was like, I told you, dude, raccoons choose anarchy every time.
Oh man, yeah, they don't play. No,
they don't play.
No, they don't play.
Dude, they look like little robbers.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, run quickly. You don't have to break them down, but just run through the picks what you got.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So, to recap here. I'm on Celtics Knicks over 229.5. I'm on Cavs first half team total over 58.5. I'm on Pistons team total under 110.5. Victor Wembanyama 28 plus points. Portland Trailblazers money line, and then for the MLS tonight, I'm on Nashville Miami BTTS no draw, and then any shot to hit the woodwork, which is our new favorite play here on the channel.
Oh my God, that's my new favorite bet of all time. It just has to hit the post. Yes. I don't have to know anything about any. I'm betting North Korea soccer. I'm betting everywhere that has.
We're gonna see your bet. We're gonna see your bet slip. You send a screenshot of all 20. You max 20 plays. All hit the woodwork. Hit the woodwork.
Look, I'm just gonna say this. Look, everybody here. This is the secret. All right, we're gonna go viral marketing. All right, by getting in trouble for gambling with Kim Jong-un. That's gonna be they're driving the line is getting involved in the FBI gambling ring. We're like, yeah, we got all these NBA players in the cartel, and then some idiot in Tennessee's betting $10 on.
Yeah. Why does this guy have a bet slip full of hit the post in North Korean soccer league?
They're like, look, what he did was illegal, but it was it's not worth us going to the gas station and getting a Gatorade, much less a plane. Sir, if you Venmo us the $10, we'll let it go.
Right.
I plead the fifth.
Oh my God.
All right, great job there. I've got Mookie Betts over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, and Jalen Brunson over 3.5 rebounds. This is falling into AB's wild. Hey, that's what this show's going to be. We're going to have 5 to 10 minute segments on what documentary we watched last night.
There you go.
Whatever it is.
There you go. I think I watched a World War II documentary the other night, so
nice.
we can.
All right.
I'm all in. I'm all in on that. I love World War II. I'm a World War II
man.
Yeah, man.
I love it too. I mean, World War I is a fascinating documentary because
both.
Yeah, and it's we'll talk about that.
I'm afraid to get into it because
I'm afraid. Let me say, all conversation is good here. We could just go for 3 hours. We'd look up and be like, oh wait, I'm doing. I got radio in an hour in Memphis. We're going to talk a little Memphis, baby.
Yeah.
World War I is fascinating, man. I find those. I'm with you. I love that stuff. History's awesome. Z-Money, both teams score in a draw and both teams score over 2.5. It's pretty much the same bet, right? Just a matter of odds.
Yes, it's just different odds. I think for the last time I checked, over 2.5, it's a less of a payout. So, and the line right now, I want to say it's almost like 3.5, 4 goals, like on the Asian line. I mean, it could hit as well. I mean, but I see more of like maybe a 2-1, 3-1 type of score line here. So, for me, I feel more comfortable taking the BTTS no draw. But I mean, of course, if you feel, follow your gut. If you have a better instinct, go for it.
There we go. Now, more of a space documentary kind of nerd. Okay, me too. I'm down for any, but okay. I saw one the other night. It was about, have you ever heard of the Great Attractor?
No.
Okay, the Great Attractor is, whatever you call these scientist people. I don't mean that disrespectful. I don't know the proper term, but people that study the solar system and space, all that. There's something that's pulling all universes towards it, and they've called it the Great Attractor, and no one knows what it is, which is frightening. And it's like 800 trillion size larger than our solar system. So
wow.
Yeah.
There's so much to learn about.
Crazy.
This. I mean, dude, I swear to God, there's new things every single day that people are finding out of. I mean, I feel like it's just a limitless, like.
This is one of the great. All right. This is one of the great. This is one of the greatest. They called me the Great Attractor in college.
Well done. Dude, well done.
I had a buddy he called himself the Sexecutioner. That lasted for a day. I'd knock on his door every time. Hey, you alone in there, Sexecutioner?
Oh man, that's cool.
The Great Attractor. Yeah, check it out. It's wild.
I know about Atlas, the Atlas 31 or whatever. That's been all over TikTok, and I don't know if you guys are on TikTok. It's all over there. It's some comet or spacecraft that's hurling towards Earth, and it's gonna be here in November. And
is this the new Hale-Bopp?
I don't know. Some people are saying it's a comet. Some people are saying it's a spacecraft. They don't know what it is, but it's traveling at a insanely fast speed.
Well, I'll say this: if we don't get with Hale-Bopp, we got Heaven's Gate, the cult. So if we don't get a cult out of this one and Art Bell Radio, I'm gonna be upset. What did you say this thing? What was the name of it?
Atlas 31, I think. Atlas something. Yeah. Atlas 3/1. I don't know. Atlas something.
I'll say this. If my Uncle Art Bell were alive, we'd give him a call. He'd be interested in it. I'm kidding. He's not my uncle. But Art Bell, I don't know if anybody listens to Art Bell radio show. It is awesome. Even still. It's on Joe Rogan as well. Supposedly 500 million Dracos on it in sleep pods. That dude, my buddy used to tell girls my middle name was Very for a reason. Raj. I know it took me a second. I had to read it.
I know.
Okay, I don't know.
Atlas 3i. There you go. That's what it is.
Atlas 3i. All right. So I don't know. I've never heard of this. I have no idea.
Oh yeah.
And I say that as I'm glad. I'm gonna go into this fresh.
Yeah.
What are the other items that we need to know about? And I'm just gonna leave the pick. I'll just switch in and out. We can just keep talking. If people have to go, Prince, if you have to go,
I'm good. I'm here to shoot the breeze with you if you are. Yeah. This is entertaining. So, chat, help us out with that, guys. Help us out. Yeah.
All right, Atlas 3. Okay, so Atlas 3i is the name.
Yeah, that's the name. It's been circling for a few months at least. I mean, they've been knowing about this, since it entered near the sun. I mean, entered our solar system. It came from another solar system, entering our solar system now, and I don't know. There's all these different theories about what it is and where it's gonna land, if it's gonna hit Earth, what's gonna happen, blah 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 blah. It's interesting, So I don't really know, because there's so many different theories on it. It's hard to know what's true, what's not.
Well, I'll tell you this. Hey, I'll tell you this.
But I love it.
If DraftKings put up the odds on Atlas 3i and the Bibbo family, I'm on the Bibbo family. My father and 10 uncles fought in World War II.
Oh, there you go. We're good then.
Dude.
Yeah, I'm with you.
All right, so
we'll be all right.
The Bibbos are literally America.
Wow.
So shout out there.
Shout out.
Appreciate the lineage. Not only just you, Bibbo, the entire lineage. I mean, again, I don't know what happened, but unbelievable heroism from your family. That's unbelievable, man.
For real, that's intense. My grandfather, my uncle served in the Marines, but wow, he got 10 of them. Like, wow, that's.
Well, it also comes back to, and again, I don't know how it goes, but I think they have rules now of like sending an entire family to war. Like if it were like 4 brothers, and again, I don't know if this is a movie or not, right? It's fascinating. Like the thought of sending 11 people from the same family.
Yeah, right.
Like,
can you imagine the stress that would put on
everyone
at home?
Like,
what I mean?
Like, not only just like
and them,
and think back then,
and them, sure.
Those are the money makers. Like,
sure.
He took 11 of them. He couldn't leave us 2.
No, right.
Like, oh my God,
it's a whole lot.
Hey, that's another thing too. And when we talk about like the greatest generation, that's men and women, because let us also shout out that when the boys went to war, the women took over this country and led the greatest industrial revolution that we've ever seen.
Yep.
Like, it's the greatest generation. Those people are amazing. Like, it's not just the war part, which is
amazing
pretty large of itself of winning World War II, right? Pretty big accomplishment.
Right.
But then, like, took the country from 15 years ago that was in the Great Depression, right? And then you had a World War before that in 1914 to 1918. 1929, you have the Great Depression. And then 1941 to 1945, you have World War II. And 43, the U.S. gets involved. And, it's so much going on. And then after that, the greatest industrial boom we've ever seen.
Right.
It's incredible, man. Like that generation. So Bibbo, I mean, everybody, I'm sure so many, people that are in the chat, families and all that serve, across the board, man. It's just crazy to see. Like
we owe a lot of gratitude to that generation, right? Because we are where we are in large part because of that, right? Because of how we were able to bounce back so quickly, and
bastards, man. They pay pennies, they save food, like it's a weird. Let me say, how do I say this? It had to be kind of weird. Like you realize that you're like, you know what? Our generation is the workhorse generation, right? And it's like, you know what? It might not be great for us, but our kids are we're gonna give them the best country that we've ever had, and they did. Like that generation is just incredible. Like just unbelievably selfless.
Yep. Cut from a different cloth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're really like the like when you see that, like, that built different,
Yeah, right.
Like them fools were built different.
Built Ford tough. That's
wild. But yeah, check out the woodcock. Hey, check out the woodcock, the bird. Dude.
Okay, I'll look it up.
He dances. It's hilarious.
It's funny. I've seen a lot of nature docs too. I'm sure I've seen it before. I'm all into all those nature docs as well. Like, Our Planet and those. There's so many of them now. But
dude, I
love those. I'm a big documentary person. I'm all like, I probably watch. Well, not probably. I definitely watch more documentaries than I do movies. Like, I'm all in documentaries.
Jared was talking about, Uncle served Iraq, Afghanistan, like to bring the smoke. No kidding. Y'all family bringing it, bro. That's awesome, man. And like, that's such a cool, like, I don't have there's not that military lineage, in my family. So, but so I don't know, but I can imagine that if it were, that'd be a pretty damn prideful, cool thing. You know what I mean? Like with your dad, if you're in the Army and your dad, my dad was in the Army, my grandpa, or whatever, even same branch, different branch, whatever. Super cool. Boogie. Now look, I think it's getting fixed in real time. Posting to see what name YouTube gave me. I think we're starting to see some of them get adjusted, but we'll see. All right, we'll jump out of here, man. It's Friday. Any final thoughts here? I'll leave my picks up here.
No final thoughts. Let's cash these tickets. Quick plug for myself. You guys can follow me on TikTok and X at PrincePix10. And then make sure you guys follow the DTL Discord here as well. I post a lot of plays, soccer plays, NBA plays in those two channels. So for sure, stay plugged into those. And yeah, guys, let's cash out these tickets.
Yeah, same again. Where can we follow you?
Yeah, follow me on TikTok and X at PrincePix10, and then of course the DTL channel as well.
Boom. There we go, man. YouTube's off the rail. Dude, YouTube is wild as hell. You know, I give him credit, though. YouTube tries things. I respect it. I have the same mentality. We'll try it. Let's go break some stuff because that's how you create some stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I dig that YouTube's like, all right, let's go throw some stuff in the wind, see what's up. They're always trying new stuff. I give them respect on that. Roger, a lot of those people knew the depression and the real value and things. 100, gosh, yes. They were just. I don't even want to imagine myself like they were truly built differently.
Yeah, then they came out of the Great Depression too, right? That was all. You
talking
about World War I, then the Great Depression, then World War II.
They had no chance. They had no chance of themselves having like the enjoyable generation life.
Right.
They were the workhorses. They saved the damn thing twice.
Sure did.
Right? Like,
yep.
They're just unbelievable, man. Like, it's just a completely, different. My father and 4 uncles came to America in 1906 with granddad. The other 6 stayed in Italy. So my family had 5 fighting for the Allies and the rest for Italy. So half my family fought for both sides. Wow. That is fascinating too. And, you think about, when the great, imports were coming of, immigration into the United States. Mm-hmm. And I bet, like that is, I've never thought about that. That you had people coming, from Italy, but then you had people that were family fighting for Italy, which, was on the axis. Like, wild, man. I've never thought about that before. Man, that's a wild origin story. Literally, yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, man. What was I gonna say? There's another one. Matty Boy, fun show, great chat, busy AF for a Friday, but took the time to fire some bets with you, man. Matty Boy, so good to see you, bro. So good to see you. Let's see, Jared. Great parents came from France, didn't speak English, went to Canada, went to the Upper Peninsula in Michigan. That's how we ended up all around Michigan. Family still is fighting all over the world. Wow. Well, shout out to you, your family, and all of them. It's incredible, man. And, I remember what I was going to say, and then we'll get out of here on this. It's going to take some hundreds of years, but eventually we're going to kind of be lumped in, like, and I'm talking about 1,000 years from now, as kind of the first Americans. Like, the more time goes, the more, like, because you start lumping years in, and it's like, you think of the first Americans right now, that was only a couple hundred years ago. Right. It's not that long.
Sure.
And let me say this. If the planet lives for 1 million years, you know what we're going to be considered? Some of the first evolved humans.
Sure. Yep.
Think about that.
Yep.
Now, you've got it for 10 million, you've got the, entire,
It's a scale, right?
Process. The evolution process and all that. But like when you think of, bipedal, standing, walking human beings functioning,
right?
We're going to be one of the first.
Yep.
Which is wild to think about.
It is wild to think about, isn't it?
Yeah.
You think we're so far removed from
that's what I'm saying.
That phase, yet
think about
in hindsight we may not be.
Yeah, like today you got to go build a house in Jamestown, Right. Like, but as time goes,
Yeah.
we're gonna be lumped in closer and closer to them.
Sure.
Eventually,
You look at the other like empires around the world from BC days and stuff, right? You kind of group it together, like those first few hundred years, right?
Yeah.
They're like the originals, right? You don't really separate between that. So yeah, that's wild to think about, though.
It's a little weird to
You
think
know
about.
what I mean?
So what we need to do now is we need to just get ourselves all over you. No, I'm just kidding. I was gonna say just create a bunch of remembrance pages. One of the first humans.
Yeah, right.
He founded fire and he founded soccer bets.
Yeah, the first woodwork bet on DTL. Let's document it. Let's chronicle it.
Yeah. Dude, like a million years from now, like some court system or something is going to like pull up one of these episodes. They're going to say, look at these.
This is what they used to do.
Look how weird they look. That one's wearing something on his head.
For real, man.
Yeah, there was no obesity back then. No,
hell no.
Oh, no.
No. I mean, you may have only lived till 20, but you might have died of multiple different diseases, but no, there was no obesity.
Now, hey, you ever been out to Alaska?
No, but man, it looks really beautiful.
Hey, let me say this: some of those areas, those remote areas, you need to be obese. You can't be skinny out there.
Oh yeah,
that cold is real.
Yeah.
And I laughed. We went on a tour of it, and somebody said like. And they weren't making. I'm not saying this political. They weren't making it political. They were just asking. They were like, they asked one of the guides. They were like, what is the? She was like, not that I have one. She was like, what is the gun policy out here? And the guy turned around and he said, "Ma'am, the policy is this: if you live here and you don't have a gun, you're dead today."
Wow.
I started laughing at it, and she did too. Like, it's like she wasn't asking it like dumb. It was a good question, and the guy was like, everyone is armed.
Right. Those polar bears, man.
You have to be armed.
You have to. Shit. There's no other way to defend yourself from that.
And I love it because she wasn't asking it dumb. She was just posing the question, which I would have thought too. Like, you know what I mean? Of like, yeah. And then you hear it and you're like, that absolutely checks out. Yes.
Right. Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. No, I don't think I'm going to be able to stab a polar bear with. I'm pretty sure there's only one way to take them out.
Yeah, I took a cruise to Alaska. It's unreal.
Man, it looks beautiful.
You get out there in these areas where it's just icebergs.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful and it's white and light blue and all these colors. And it's so loud. Because the ice is cracking and moving. It's crazy. It sounds like you're in a warehouse.
Wow.
Yeah, constantly. Like, It's so weird. Like, because you're looking around and you're like, there's an orca.
Yeah.
And, the ice is just grinding like it's metal. God. It's weird, dude. And there's nothing out there, and it's loud.
That's freaky.
It's and then, they start dealing with it.
It messed with you at first, yeah.
The sun doesn't go down, and you're like, I don't know what.
Right. 6 months of daylight, 6 months of night, pretty much, right? And then that's.
Hey, I'm getting on the radio. What time do the Titans play? Is that on TV here? No, sir, we don't have the Titans.
Well,
no.
Well, we got the Bears. Literally.
Yeah. Jared, best hunting and fishing in the world, but you got to be prepared there. Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hey, guess what? Hey, out there. The prey fights back.
Yeah, right.
You ain't always the predator.
Right.
No. Yeah, 30 days a night. It's wild.
Yeah, that's what it is. 30 days a night. Yeah.
Oh my God. And it's like, you eat seafood and you're just like, holy hell, this is like, it tastes like sugar. It's so sweet and good. Like, just unreal, man.
That would trip me out too, like the 30 days a night, or like, you talk about like the Nordic areas, right? Like in Europe where they have like, no full sun, no darkness, right? For, however many months, and then no daylight, it just gets dusk or it gets dawn and that's it. Like, oh man, I always wonder how do people get used to that? Like, it's incredible how, a human can adapt to that. But like, man, that would mess me up. Like,
dude, I could adapt to a lot of stuff. I wouldn't be able to adapt to that. Like, I'd be one of those dudes. Like, if I got thrown in the hole, if I was doing a bid, right? And I got to go spend time in the box. I'd be all right for 2 days.
Yeah.
I'd start cracking.
Right.
Real quick. Like I would be the one clawing the walls.
Right.
You know, they'd be like, oh, okay, all right. I think old crazy here's had enough. Yeah. Get him out of there. Yeah.
No, that's great. It's crazy. Yeah.
Sometimes you get the bear. Sometimes the bear gets you. Just remember to outrun your buddy. Exactly right. Dude, this is true. The damn girls are going to take your whole salmon fish string or salmon. Like, what are you going to do? Oh, hell yeah. They dude. And they just stand there and they'll just grab salmon. Dude, it's crazy.
Jesus.
I know. It's like, it's so awesome.
It's so intense.
The term obesity has been around the 1600s, and it was deemed a disease in 1948. Yeah, I'm that guy. No, I like it. That's good. I didn't know that. I love information like that.
Yes.
Jeff said, I swear my buddy and I was in a bar in 1980, and a brawl broke out, guns everywhere. I told my buddy, everyone's got a gun but us. He said, everyone but you. That's a good friend right there. Let me say this. I've never been in that situation. I've been in a few fights in bars, more than a few. Watched some, been in most of them. All right. And, normal fights, they last 11 seconds. Right. No, we all think we're Canelo out here. It ain't happening. But that's funny. Well, that had to be scary and then funny. Oh, that's a good friend right there. That's a real good friend. Dude, 30 days a night it would just be nuts, man.
No, and you see these people taking videos. It's like 2:30 in the morning, and the sun's like up. I'm like, man, how? Like, that just blows my mind every time I see it. I'm like fascinated by it.
Yeah, Robert. My name is not really Bibbo. Is it Bibo? Is that how you pronounce it? Bibo. It was changed because it sounds too much like. Okay, so Bibo. Wow. Okay. We'll have to talk about this another time. But I've heard so many stories, not like, personally telling me, but like, you just see them where last names and things did get changed, or it got written down incorrectly, or, the translation, there in Staten Island. That's fascinating. Like that's wild. I couldn't imagine changing a name. But then on the other side, if it's like, okay, you get a shot to like get it right. If it sounds too much like it's just, I've never thought about that process. Like, hey, I'm going to go change my last name,
Right.
Yeah, but right here, the E dropped off the end of my last name. There you go. And I bet there's countless, right, of all kinds of stories like that. There you go. Yeah. And it's fascinating, like, to drop the E, Like, they came together and said, okay, it's time. We need to get efficient. Go clean this up. Well, it's just wild, man. And, like, yeah, right here. My last name is spelled in 20 different ways. Hyatt to height. Yeah.
Huh.
Well, there was a time when human beings didn't have last names. Like, when you look at
imagine?
when you look at the Bible, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
Jared of Michigan.
Yeah, right? It's where they're from.
Yeah. People didn't have last
names.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
So.
That's an evolved thing that we just decided to, add on to distinguish ourselves, and then, we got translated, different ways throughout the years.
Yeah, we could talk. You know what? We're going to create another channel where we just talk about insane, like just anything.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll get out of here. It's Friday, man. We've gone for an hour. I did not mean to hold you guys this long. Man, I love y'all to death. All right, Prince. Hey, appreciate it, man. Where can we follow you?
Yes, sir. Again, you guys can follow me on TikTok and X, at Prince of Picks 10. And then also follow the DTL Discord as well.
Boom. And Ellis Island. I said Staten Island. Apologies. It's Friday. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. The clerks at Ellis Island just asked where they were from and gave them that last name. It's wild.
Yeah.
And I couldn't imagine that process of just moving people in and crazy, man. Like, yeah. Just nuts, man. It's just it's wild to think about that, man. And it was not long ago,
No.
Like that part right there.
And when you look at the totality of Earth, and right, it's like,
oh, we're gonna be a part of it.
Couple hundred years, not
What you need to do is you need to start thinking familial legacy. All right, so we need to start thinking 10 people down the road of our family, and we need to start creating our legacy now. So they're like, oh my God, you're related to the great Prince of Picks. That's what we need to start creating the myths now for everyone.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I had a lot of weird
the beginnings, legendary chronicles here. We'll start.
Well, start working. Hey, start working on your family crest.
Yeah, there you go.
Jump in Canva. Start working on that digital artwork. All right, we'll get out of here. Everybody, have a great Friday. Have a great start to the weekend. We'll be live tomorrow, normal time, 10 a.m. Eastern. But until then, everybody, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets. We'll see you in the morning. Thanks.
Who's got it better than us? Nobody!